Hey, everybody. And on today's show of Who Invited Her, we are going to talk about Mariam T's favorite restaurant that closed down. And what is up with these coronavirus parties that are going out everywhere? And we're going to get into Hollywood, the TV series. We're going to talk about our favorite cliques and some TV stuff, TV crossovers, all of that good stuff. So stay tuned. We're going to get the show started.
Hi, Bash.
Yes, it's she, her, me, Miss Mariam T.
Hi, everyone.
Yay! How does it look like I'm doing? Yeah, I overslept a little bit, and I've just got all the gigs in the world today. I've got Wine Club after this, and then I've got Bingo after that, and then I got to record some promo videos for Gossip Girl after that. So, you know what? I'm a showgirl, so I'm doing what I do best, getting ready and also entertaining motherfuckers. Happy Saturday. I was fucking crazy before this.
Yeah, you were. Questioning my sanity, having full-blown conversations with the dog about the stock market. Just imbibing in a lot of terrible
stock market.
No, I talked to the dog about it.
Yeah,
I'm asking his opinion. He's a dachshund. He knows what he's doing.
He just looks at you with those dead hooker eyes. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no. I've honestly, I might be going a little bit schizo, but it's
yeah. I think Robbie and I are too. We're gonna kill each other at some point, for sure. For sure.
At least you have other humans in the house, though.
It's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing and a curse. I will tell you that.
I would not be able to get through this with another person.
No, you're surprisingly doing way better than I thought you would be doing in quarantine. Being a Libra, you guys love being social, but you're actually handling it way better than I thought you were going to.
I think I'm more good at being social, but I like being alone. So this is like a dream come true.
Oh, really?
I don't have any. I mean, I miss my friends and stuff, but I don't have any annoying ass strangers that interrupt my fucking daily life like they used to.
Exactly. What about you, Eric? How's this? Well, wait a minute. You got a boyfriend during the quarantine. Out of everybody, why am I not surprised that you?
Well, yeah. So I'm still dating, which makes things better. But yeah, I'm actually settling into it really well. Like at first, it was really hard, and I think for me, I'm a Capricorn, so it's about my routine.
Yeah.
But once I've settled into my routine now, I'm actually kind of okay with everything. Like,
wait,
it's fine.
You're a Capricorn. You do not have.
When's your birthday? What a Capricorn is?
January 9th.
You know why I find this very interesting? Because Black Eric, or other Eric, he's a Capricorn just like you, and you guys are like very different.
Yeah. We're very different.
Maybe astrology's not real.
How dare you, Mariam? Yes, it is. It's real.
How dare I defy the religion of the homosexuals?
I know. Mariam, Bashi?
You should get back into your fortune teller outfit and do like.
Oh, shut up! We're not bringing that. Shut up! I hate
Why
you.
Not?
Shut up! No, I am not bringing Miss Nelda back. No, that was a one-time thing.
Tony has a fortune teller outfit.
No.
He did a full drag fortune teller in this play one time, and people from the audience during intermission would go over to him and he'd read.
Literally read them. I had to learn because it was a show Robbie and I did together, and I got cast as the town fortune teller who's actually in the show. But the director was like, okay, we're going to have a guy play it. You're going to do it, and you're doing it in full drag. And it was the first time I had ever done drag, and it was the longest run. We did 5 shows a week for 8 weeks. And it took me 2 hours to get in drag with an assistant for every show. I hated it.
Really good though. It was like the RuPaul like reading challenge.
Yeah.
And he would do it every single night.
Every night I did it. I was the pre-show entertainment. Then I went backstage, did the show, and then intermission I came back out and did it, and then was back in the show.
You were really good at making fun of people.
I had to learn how to read tarot cards. So what I did was actually give them a reading based on what they drew, and then was very shady towards them at the same time, all with a Texas accent.
Honestly, that sounds like my dream job.
I know. It would be like the perfect part for you, Miss Mariam T.
Just get to wear like caftans and turbans and fucking read people.
Yeah, that's what I did.
While eating snacks that I have hidden under the table.
I'm saying new programming by Who Invited Her.
There you go. Speaking of snacks, Mariam T. Soup Plantation.
Yes, I am one.
Soup Plantation is no more. They have officially decided to close their chain. Soup Plantation.
Hold on,
more.
I need a sip of my go-go juice before I talk about this.
Which means it's going to be the death of all buffets. I have a feeling from now on.
Yeah, I think I
no more
buffets. Knew that buffets were going away.
Yeah, which is
I've only eaten at Soup Plantation once in the last year, and the last time I went to Soup Plantation was with my ex, and we both just cried the entire time we were there. So
why?
I think, oh God, don't make me write a dissertation on my shortcomings in the world of relationships.
So you guys are eating the clam chowder and crying.
Now I just kind of associate Soup Plantation with tuna salad and tears. So I'm sad that they're closing, but I kind of was over them. And the older I get, the more buffets gross me out because I realize people are just yickety yak.
Yickety yak.
Yeah. But I love me some Soup Plantation.
Yeah.
Like, if I could afford to just have Soup Plantation open for just me and my friends, bitch.
Just go. So this is a question I posed to Bashi and Eric. If there was a restaurant chain or just restaurant that decided to not exist anymore, which one would you not want to see? Like, what would really affect you where you would be down in the dumps over?
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out. We just had In-N-Out. Their animal-style French fries.
I would, like, fall on the floor and sob.
I think a lot of people, especially here in California, would have just a shit fit if In-N-Out was like, we're done. No more.
God,
I don't eat it.
Always so busy.
Yeah.
I know, and I don't eat it a lot, but it's just, like, my number one comfort food.
Yeah.
Or cheat. So.
What about you, Eric?
So for me, it's Shake Shack. If Shake Shack were gone, I used to fly to other states to go eat Shake Shack.
Honestly, I've never had Shake Shack.
Same.
Pretty damn good. And honestly, their fried chicken might be one of the best.
Wait, where is the closest? Where's the closest Shake Shack to us?
Mission Valley.
Yeah.
Where in Mission Valley?
Off the freeway, by Hotel Circle.
Off the freeway. Okay, that narrows
it down. You literally just described everything in Mission Valley.
Off the freeway. Wow, Eric. You're not that new anymore. You've been here over a year, okay? You should know better.
Cut the shit.
Yeah. Speaking of shit, you guys, Hollywood, the new Ryan Murphy TV show came out on Netflix.
Wow,
and I know
tell us how you really feel about it.
No, not me, but the critics were divided on this show. So for people who don't know, Ryan Murphy has a new show on Netflix called Hollywood, and it's all about the golden age of Hollywood. And it has a lot of real life characters in it. And I love this show because it's a what if. What if Hollywood was different back in the day? And they did do all these social changes. And they kind of give you a glimpse on what would actually happen. And I know Bashi was the first one to watch it. And then he told me to watch it. And I literally binged it in 2 days. And Eric, did you watch it?
I'm halfway through it.
Mariam, have you seen it at all?
No. And I don't binge watch shit. And
I know.
I haven't watched it.
And you're not
Thinking about it,
a
though.
Ryan Murphy fan, are you?
I was for the first like 3 seasons of American Horror Story, and then pretty much everything since then. Like Pose is okay, what I've seen of it. He just gets a little too
preachy,
cheesy,
cheesy,
and not like campy cheesy. Like, oh god, these people suck at acting cheesy, and like the writing is so like. It's like a 10th grader with a really good vocabulary kind of wrote it. Like it's just a little too
really good vocabulary.
And I don't like his bullshit where he's like, "Oh, we're going to start the fucking show, but I haven't finished the ending of it yet." And then like the first 4 episodes of American Horror Story last like 10 hours each episode and nothing fucking happens. And then the last 4 goddamn episodes, it's like a goddamn tsunami and nothing makes sense and there's a bunch of loose ends. So that's my fucking problem with Ryan Murphy.
That is actually true. I would have to agree with that.
It's like a twink at a bar on Sunday Fun Day who's cracked out of their mind and like asking everybody for drugs and like keeps forgetting that he's asking.
Stop talking
for
about
drugs.
Bash. Well, he's not a twink. He used
I said
to
a
be.
twink.
He's a twunk.
A twonk. I love that. He's a twonk.
Bash is 2 twunks.
He's 2 twonks.
I will not
full of
accept
shit.
your labels.
Okay, Bashy, what are your thoughts on Hollywood? Because I know you saw it in.
Miriam just about summed it up. But what I will say is, I know, but what was a departure for Ryan Murphy is that there actually was a plot line that was very well formed and went through, and that's why I really liked it because it was super intricate. But you're absolutely right. Like, there's a lot of I do take a little bit of issue, like having.
It was interesting.
Like when
this
you
is
get into, like race relations and stuff. I'm like, dude, you're a white gay guy in LA. Like, I can't really like take this too much. But Pose is really good.
I thought I liked that they brought in real characters like Anime Wong, who was a real star back then, and they gave her the storyline of what she should have gotten. Is winning the Oscar for the film and all of that. And the same with Queen Latifah's character. God, what is her name? Hannah?
It's not anime. Remember. I think it was something.
Let me look
was
it
it
up.
Letty?
Yeah. No, it's... What is her name on there? Now I can't remember. I just had it, and now I lost it. Oh, Haiti McDaniel who was the first colored or black person to win an Oscar ever.
Right.
And she was played Mammy in Gone with the Wind.
That's right.
Yeah. And so they had like real Hollywood characters. And Rock Hudson, the guy that played a young Rock Hudson, I thought it was cool that he took these real characters and gave them a storyline of what if they were accepted in Hollywood for being gay, for being Asian American, for being African American, and being in the Hollywood system. I love that. But the thing that kept me in this series was the amazing Patti LuPone. That is what kept me looking through the whole series. I live for her. She's amazing.
So I do like that they give like a happy ending to people who should have gotten them. Yeah. But circumstances like didn't allow that. But was Archie's character real?
No. You know whose was that I was surprised? What's the guy's name that was in it from Big Bang Theory?
Oh yeah. No, he was Rock Hudson's real manager.
Oh,
yeah.
Agent. Yeah, agent.
Yeah, Henry. What was his real name? Henry. Let me look it up. Henry Wilson. Yes, was a real character. He was a real life person. So I thought that was, and he was amazing in that show. He was like so good. Jim Parsons.
Yeah,
was
he was crazy.
Good. Oh,
so
really good.
I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
I read this article that was like, Hollywood goes back and kind of rewrites history as like a revisionist show. So some of it is based on true stuff, some of it is made up.
Yeah.
And like how dangerous that is to like teach people that what actually it was didn't happen, because they made Hollywood a better place than what it was in the ending. Do you guys think that's like dangerous? Like, because that's what the article was talking about.
Well, I thought it was a good way of showing Hollywood this is what you should have done. And kind of really putting it out there like, yeah, you could have changed the world in a way if you would have done it this way. Bashy, what do you think?
Maybe if they had produced the way things would have actually happened versus like the lighthearted, like better version.
Yeah, because
would have been better.
Yeah, because I think it was a little too candy coated. I would have loved to have seen the seedier side put into it, but visually the show is stunning. The wigs, the costumes, the sets, everything in the show had such an old Hollywood feel that's what I love. I love that aspect too. But for me, it was Patti LuPone. Patti LuPone killed it through the whole series.
Yeah. I have a note.
Sure.
I am so tired of the people using the word dangerous all the time. That has become the new thing. Like, dangerous? Like, people need to fucking pick up a dictionary and figure out what these words mean.
What do you give us an example of how people are using it?
There was an entire fucking article written and published about how Crystal Method's drag name is dangerous.
No,
and
it's
I need
not.
people to fucking take some responsibility for themselves, get off the fucking cross because we need the wood, calm the fuck down, and stop thinking everything is dangerous. Like, it was an artistic expression of what he wanted to do in this film. It's not dangerous.
No.
You have a fucking computer in your hand. Go research what it was really like. What's dangerous is that you are an idiot.
Now, I will say that I would have agreed with that before all of this happened, Miriam, but having been through quarantine and seeing all the crazy ass shit people believe and post on social media, they're a lot dumber and a lot more subjective to the messaging they receive than I thought ever possible.
Yeah, people are just...
One fucking YouTube conspiracy comes out and the whole goddamn country believes it. Yeah. I was just like, ooh. Anyway, that's
just surrounded by dumb people, and it makes me crazy.
And I knew they were dumb.
I feel like Bash and I have swapped places. I'm like,
I know. Usually Bash is the one who's like, I hate everything. Fuck you. Fuck this. Fuck that.
I still absolutely hate everything. It's just a lot worse than I could have.
Are you medicated? Is that why you're in a good mood today? What's going on?
Yeah, a little bit.
You're scaring me. I'm not used to this.
I'm frightened, Danny. I'm frightened.
That's right. It's perilous.
You're seeing my dog flying by too, right?
You stupid ass. But for people who are listening and watching, what did you guys think of Hollywood if you saw it? Leave it in the comments. I'm really curious what people thought, if they liked it or not, because the critics were just on the fence with it. Some people really hated it and some of them loved it. So I'm curious what our audience thinks of the film. But this other article came out by Rolling Stone that we were talking about, this new trend, coronavirus parties. Have you guys heard about this?
Yeah, I know that one happened in New York.
The Corona rave.
The Corona rave. Stupid. So there is this trend going on right now where people are throwing coronavirus parties where they are trying to purposely get infected with coronavirus, where it's negative people partying with positive people, and it's becoming a thing. Thoughts, feelings? What do you guys think about this new trend that's happening?
Not surprised.
I'm not either. I'm like, people are idiots, most of them.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not saying people deserve to die.
Yeah, but I think it's careless because you're taking. Yeah, okay, I get it. You want to get it, that's fine. But if you get it, how many more people are you going to spread it to?
I just think that some people shouldn't live.
And you're wondering where Megan went. And you're wondering where Megan went. No,
I told y'all she's dead.
Shut up.
Oh my god.
He's stupid.
You're getting to see the super secret part of my makeup where I put on 10 different kinds of blush.
What happened to your nose?
I'm trying something new with it. I haven't finished carving it out. I'm
good.
Kind of it's kind of, I don't know what I'm doing.
It looks like Santa Claus.
A little bit.
Well, I do a really blush nose.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm changing it and doing like an even more blush nose.
Oh.
When you're closer, it looks a lot better though.
Does it?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Does it?
It looks like you're a heavy drinker right now.
Yeah, it looks like you're drunk.
I'm not. I mean, I got my. This is coffee though.
What are you guys drinking, Bashy? What are you drinking, Eric? You too.
I'm on pure espresso, no alcohol today.
Why? What happened?
Not drinking, Bash?
What happened?
Yeah.
Point to the doll. What happened?
I don't think I need to. My mind is. I'm drunk all the time because it's deteriorating.
What's left of it?
Do Maybe that's why you're so nice today.
I know.
I know. I think just the part of my brain that usually
the part that's left, the nice part.
the part that usually responds to people angrily has just atrophied because there's no people around.
What about you, Eric? What's in that mug of yours?
I have an Eric cocktail, and then I'm also having a coffee, so I'm alternating between the two.
I have my Bloody Mary that I love.
You're drinking almost the exact same thing as last week.
Yeah.
I like my uppers with my downers.
There you go. But yes, this Corona party shit, I'm not for it. I don't like it. I think it's dumb. But also, too, it leads into a topic that I was going to ask you guys about, because I think a couple of us have experienced it, is now that social media is like all the norm, everybody's on it, and people are bored because they're at home, there is this thing of social media shaming over social distancing. Have you guys seen this? Like, people are going crazy about it. Like, people not wearing masks, not staying 6 feet apart, all of that. Have you guys seen that out here in San Diego as far as, like, when you go out for your runs and all of that kind of stuff?
I'll let Eric go first.
Yeah, Eric, go ahead.
So I'm going to admit, I'm going to be honest, I don't wear a mask when I run. That's weird.
It's okay.
Why?
And I'm running by myself, and I actively avoid people. I run away from people.
Yeah.
You run the other way?
Actually helps. It helps my exercise routine. I'm running around scared of everyone. But every other time I wear a covering. So
okay. Have you seen anybody get shamed for not following the social distancing or wearing a mask and all of that kind of stuff?
I've shamed other people, especially when it started, because they were standing too close to me in line, and it was these really young Gen Y people that would not get off my fucking back, and I'm like, get away from me! Like, you're probably one of the
Wait, you usually like people on your back.
Also true.
My neck, my back.
Not gonna lie.
So, how about you, Bash?
Okay, it's been an unceasing army of dumb. Every time I go out.
Tell me about it.
There's that Bashy I know.
There's some people that I see that are doing things really well, and I'm not going to shame anybody for not wearing a mask as long as you're keeping up like 6 feet of social distancing, whatever. I don't expect somebody to go and lay out in the park and wear this the whole time. But I had one guy run within 6 inches of me without a mask.
Yeah.
Like, that was just yesterday. And then there's people that just that's a walkway. Like, why do you need to sit there?
I know.
What? Like,
because there's shade. He's in the shade.
Like, fucking really, though? Like, not wearing a mask, not even owns a mask, just out there, and then just sitting right in the path where everybody walks. Like, I just hope Darwinism's real.
It's probably not.
I know.
Nothing's real.
Nothing's real.
I know.
Nothing. This whole thing's not real. Well, there's people who don't think the coronavirus is real, so, I mean...
I had it. I'm here to tell you it's real.
It's real. He had it. Jeez.
Not bad.
Got to be real. That should be our closing. That should be our closing song.
I haven't heard a good drag number in forever.
I know.
Old school song.
That's one of my good go-tos when I have to do just like a normal number. I'm like, gotta be real. Cheryl Lynn.
There you go. I miss watching Evelyn Rose at your tea parties, barely knowing the lyrics, and like she's always a beat behind. I miss that.
I do too.
She's
but
like,
you cannot convince that bitch that she's not a beat behind. She's like, no, I'm not. She's like, it's the camera.
It's the camera, girl. It's live. We're right in front of you. How is it the camera?
I'm like, it's everybody's camera, girl. We posted the video of you not knowing the words. Do your eyeballs need to be checked? No, I love her.
Yeah.
But you know what? At least she has like talent to back up her not knowing the words. Michelada just doesn't do anything.
Oh my god. A friend of the show, Michelada. We haven't had her on in a while. She used to fill in for Mariam when we were...
That's fine. Under new city ordinances, no farm animals allowed on broadcast shows.
I can't hit this enough. It's like...
Fuck that cow.
Oh my God, that's too funny.
Uh,
But did you guys see this other article that came out? I don't know how true it is, but the 2020 quarter that is for this year had come out on the beginning of the year. And you know how on the back they have some kind of symbol of some part of the U.S. So this time they were focusing on the Pacific Northwest, and they had the Samoan fruit bat is on the back of the 2020 quarter. And there was this article was saying how fitting it is, seeing that this is the year of coronavirus. So it's a little creepy and disturbing, I think, if you look at the coin. It's like full on a picture of a mama bat and a baby bat. Your thoughts?
Mommy bat do 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 do. Mommy bat do 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 do. Mommy bat do do do.
I hate you now. That's gonna be in my head forever.
Oh,
I fucking hate you.
But it is kind of a good representation of this year, if you think about it.
Well,
So
actually,
It's a fucking omen.
Right?
if you want to get enraged about a coin,
Yeah.
did you guys hear that the White House gift shop is selling commemorative coronavirus coins?
Oh, shut up. No, they're not.
No.
Hand to God.
Can I get
$25.99.
a Hornet one?
$25.99. You can pick up a commemorative coronavirus with all the names of the coronavirus task force, including Donald Trump, Mike Pence,
Ugh.
Andrew Fauci.
Ugh. No, 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 no.
You think things couldn't hit
how
more
I
of a
feel
rock
about
bottom than they keep
I
getting.
don't know if I want to be here anymore.
I don't either. I want to move to Italy after this.
You've been saying
I
that,
mean this
Bashi.
planet. I grow weary of this world.
planet.
Me too, but like, I just don't like that there's zero collectivism in America. Like, nobody gives a fuck about each other.
Well, it's like we were talking earlier, like America from day one, everybody here, it's always been a me, 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 me. Everybody's always me, 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 me. And I think we feel it now that we're all in quarantine and with what's happening in the White House. It's like nobody gives a shit about anybody else.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I want to be a part of that, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't blame you. I don't think any
I'm
of
not
us
having
do.
fun anymore.
You
No.
what?
You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not having fun anymore
Yeah.
in America. I'm ready to.
It's like what Leslie Jones says, like, see what the 20-year-olds are doing, and if they're, like, you know, raving and having fun, everything's fine. But she's like, they're like this.
Oh, that reminds me.
Young
I was
people
going to
are
tell you guys
angry.
something because we were talking about the Ryan Murphy show, Hollywood. So Ryan Murphy posted on his social media that he is currently writing a script for Leslie Jordan and Dylan McDermott to be in a film or a series together. And he put a question out to his followers saying, do you want to see it as a buddy film, a romantic film, a horror? What would you want to see these two in? But he is writing a script, he said, for those two actors to be in a project together. And he said he definitely wants Leslie Jordan to be a fabulous, rich, older gay guy.
Wait a minute.
I
It's
love
Leslie
that. I
Jordan.
love that he has finally gotten some internet fame that he
do
really
too.
deserves.
He deserves
Yes.
it. Bashi, go ahead.
I'm such a Leslie Jordan fan.
Me too.
Me too. And he's before this, but now I'm just happy that he's getting all the notoriety. But it's Leslie Jordan and who else?
Dylan McDermott, the one that's in Hollywood that played the gas guy.
No.
I think he's sexy as fuck. And he was
I
so
like
hot
Dylan
in the
McDermott,
practice.
But the pairing is actually Leslie Jordan and Leslie Jones.
See, now that would be very interesting.
In a romantic comedy.
In a romantic
comedy.
Or like I would like to see them be
ticket.
like do a like a Thelma and Louise type of film together.
Or like
where
a cop show.
Yeah.
Just those two.
Yeah.
It's or twins.
Oh my god, like a remake of Twins. Arnold
my
Schwarzenegger
God.
and Danny DeVito's Twins. There you go.
Why?
That's what it'll be.
Why has nobody thought of putting the Leslies together?
That would be hilarious.
Is it happening here
And
first?
it could just be
Is it
called the
invited first?
Leslies.
Who invited her? We're the first ones to say it.
You guys, let's start a change.org after this.
We should. Let us know in the comments if you like
This
that combo.
needs to
The two
happen.
Leslies in a show together or a movie together. That would be amazing. Which brings me to another topic. Netflix is releasing a show called Cursed, which is a cross between Game of Thrones and Hunger Games, and it's getting a lot of buzz, and it's coming out this summer. So I pose this question to you guys: if you had to pick 2 TV shows to do a crossover, what would they be?
The Golden Girls and The Walking Dead.
Damn it!
No, I take that back. The Golden Girls and Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Ooh, how would that go down, Miss Mariam T? Though.
Okay. Rose is Buffy, so she's the Slayer, but she's really dumb. And then who's gonna be Arthur?
Yeah.
Is gonna Blanche, the slut, is gonna be the witch. Oh yeah, I can see it. So she spells all the men into loving her. And then Sophia is the one who trains Rose. She's the watcher, and she's like, "Ah, you idiot!" And then
oh my god,
Dorothy.
Dorothy would be who? Dorothy's
Xander.
like the badass. She's like the head honcho, I think. What about you, Bashi? What TV shows would you want to see crossover?
I'd say Queer as Folk and Power Rangers. So like they just
Okay,
pick
that is
Rita,
so
and then they go
bizarre.
to Babylon and do E, and like
They make porn for that.
They do. There's porn
They
for
do.
everything.
there's an ET porn. Did you guys know that?
No.
Don't look it up.
What?
Yeah.
No. There
Yeah.
is
Nothing
this
surprises
porn
me
I
anymore.
saw that's based off of Area 51 where it is a gay porn where this kid is dressed up as an alien, like the gray alien, on a medical table, and he just gets railed by like a guy, all in like,
Word.
and they could just post the questions, would you fuck an alien? Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was really weird. Yeah, it was weird. Don't ask me how I know that. What about you,
I would
Eric? What crossover TV shows?
I would want like The Nanny crossed over with like an action film, like I don't know, like
The Nanny
Independence Day or
in
something.
21 Hours, or what was that show
Oh
with
my
Keith
God,
Sutherland?
The aliens are coming.
Mr. Chef,
my
yeah.
God.
Mr. Sheffield. That would be hilarious.
Beat
I
me
want
up, Scotty.
like an old TV show like I Dream of Jeannie mixed with like Walking Dead or something like that. That's what I would want to see combined.
Also, I'm just going to throw on top of that the Real Housewives of TV Land. You just have like Mrs. Brady, Jeannie,
Whoa.
Bewitched, and it's all the wives get together for cocktails, and they're like, "Ha! Look at my mansion. It must be hard living in that tiny bottle." Well, it must
You
be
have the
hard living
Sugar
with six
Bakers,
kids,
Dixie
bitch."
Carters from Designing Women. Sugar Bakers. Yeah, I love that. That would be so much fun. That's a good idea. And you guys who are listening, our audience, put in the comments what you think two TV crossover shows you guys would want to see. I think that's interesting. I'm excited for the Curse show on Netflix. We need a new like Game of Thrones because we were religious about it when it came out. We had themed parties and everything.
I've
Yeah.
never seen it.
Yeah.
Don't.
You've never seen it? Why don't?
It's too much of a commitment for me.
And it doesn't end well.
No, that was the one thing that
and everyone
sucked
got all
about that.
butthurt about how it
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Ha, you motherfuckers just wasted like 11 years.
11 years. It's so true,
did.
though. It is so
And
true.
you don't be liking how it ended. Ha!
It makes me think, what shows as kids were you guys obsessed with? Like, that really had an impact on you as a child?
What age of kids?
I'm talking,
yeah.
like, let's talk between the age of 9 to, like, 13. That, right
Saved
when
by
you're
the
getting...
Bell.
Saved by the Bell for you, Eric? I think I know Mariam's
still call
answer.
mine.
Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Well, I started watching Buffy when I was like 10.
Oh, you did? I was
yeah,
obsessed
I
with
was in
that
5th
show.
grade when I started watching Buffy. And you know what show was really impactful on me when I was a kid? Degrassi, The Next Generation.
Yeah.
Because
I
they
never
had,
watched
like-
it.
They had like, they had the girl who like cut herself. There
Yeah.
was like school shooting. There was I'm gay. It was everything, and it just like helped you go through the emotions of being a child.
It's why I don't like Drake, because Drake was on that show
No.
and he was like, yes, Drake was on Degrassi.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
don't remember.
why I'm like,
Well, I never watched
not
it.
not a gangster. He was like from Canada and
Yeah.
like I don't believe it.
No.
Yeah.
What about
got
you,
shot in school
Bashi? Which
shooting when
ones
he
were
was in
you
the
obsessed
wheelchair.
with as a kid?
I'd say a mix of Alex Mack, all that.
Yeah.
A lot of Nickelodeon like teen shows.
Oh, really?
And then probably Pokemon. I like
Pokemon. This is going to say a lot about me. I was obsessed with designing women when I was a kid. I Dream of
Alert the
Jeannie. I
press.
really loved that. I loved all of those older TV shows. I was obsessed with when it first came out in the 90s. I think I was in high school though. Daria. I was obsessed with
Oh,
that.
I love
Yeah,
that.
I was obsessed with that. I always have been obsessed with The Simpsons. What other TV shows? There was a
You know
couple
what?
of them. Small
There was-
Wonders, it's Family Ties, Growing Pains, all of those 80 ones, or
Oh, yeah,
those
yeah.
80. Charles in Charge, all of those I was obsessed with. When I was a
Yeah.
kid.
You know which other one was The Real World?
Oh, yes, The Real
I used to
World.
watch that religiously.
Yeah, I think we
Remember
talked
they
about
came
that,
to
yeah.
San Diego?
Yes.
Season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the girl was afraid of boats, and they put her right on the
On a
bay.
boat,
I was
yeah.
like, what?
And then
the
they had
fuck is
another
this
girl, Frankie, who was a cutter. And they made
Yeah, I
a
think
thing
it was
about
the
it
same
for the
girl.
whole. Yeah, and I remember her intro was at Balboa Park. She was waiting in front of the botanical gardens, and I'm like, "That's right near my house." Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, My So-Called Life. That was another one.
Oh, with
Jordan
Claire
Catalano.
Danes,
I was
yes.
in love with Jordan Catalano.
He was on Broadway. He did. I want to say he was in the Heights and or something like that, if I remember right. But yeah, he was. I remember that show. It was a great show. Any other ones that you guys were obsessed with when you were a kid that shaped your lives?
I mean, Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Well, yeah, we know that. What did you guys want to be when you grew up, when you were little? Bash, what is that face for?
I'll go first.
Go first, Eric.
My parents were very disappointed in me because, and I don't remember why, but I told them that I wanted to be a taxi cab driver when I grew up, and they were like,
That is random. Why a taxi cab driver out of everything? Why that?
I have no idea.
Oh my god.
No idea.
I love that journey for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe because I'd get to meet people. I don't know.
Were you a sheltered child? Did you not have any friends that were real?
I was a sheltered child, but I did have real friends and imaginary friends too.
Did you really have an imaginary friend? What was his name or her name?
I didn't really have a name, but I used to just like talk to him. Yeah, it was a guy. Yeah.
Of course it was.
Of course it was.
I can't
Fun,
judge.
buddy.
Why did you have one, Bashi? Did you have an imaginary friend growing up?
No, I'm having full-blown fucking conversations
With your
the
dog.
currently. I mean, it's like, whatever.
I had one. His name was Manny. Anyway. Bashi, what did you want to grow up and be? What did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a paleontologist. I wanted to dig up bones.
Because of Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And then I lived that reality in my early 20s just by
Wow.
going out
You went and dug up bones?
in Hillcrest.
Why am I not surprised?
Nasty.
Nasty bitch. What about you, Miss Mariam T?
I wanted to be a teacher, and then I wanted to own like a theater,
Yeah.
and then yeah, that's mostly what I wanted to do when I was a kid. I really wanted to be a teacher.
Okay.
And then in college, you know, before I dropped out and became a stand-up comedian and all that shit, I was going to school to be a hospital administrator. My big goal was to be a hospital CEO. I was like, what?
Only in America.
Only in America.
Like, I'm
What
so
job
far
makes that
detached.
funny?
Oh my god.
I wanted to run a hospital.
A hospital, and now you're doing drag? I don't understand the
Isn't
path.
that bizarre?
Yeah, that's really
That's
weird.
called listening to your parents and not trusting your gut.
Oh my god, I wanted to be an artist. I've always I was obsessed with comic books as a kid, and I was like, I'm gonna be an artist and live on the beach and just draw and paint all day long. That didn't happen. But yeah,
I could
That's
say
what I
that.
wanted to do.
I mean, I definitely didn't expect to be a drag queen for a living.
at
that
all.
was never the plan. But no regrets.
Oh, that's okay. No regrets.
Your
No
makeup
regrets.
looking pretty good now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's okay.
you know.
What's the hair gonna be?
What am I wearing
Yeah,
today?
what hair are you having on today?
One of my pink ones.
Big
Yeah, me and big hair.
What?
I need to make some new hair. I've been like,
just a bob.
You should just do a bob, a really like short Carol bob. Did you guys see this video that was circulating on social media about this doctor who was yelling at a patient? It was all over because he told her to get the fuck out. So I saw this and my first reaction was like, wow, that's like really ballsy for the doctor. But then I read the article and I found out some backstory on it. So I don't know if you guys want the backstory first or if you want to listen to the video and then decide how you feel about it.
yeah, give me the bear backstory. Come on.
So this patient was throwing a fit. Eric, where'd you go? Your camera's off. This patient was throwing a fit about not being seen and all this stuff in the wait time in the hospital. So from the article I read, she actually was berating the staff at this doctor's office and threatened violence. She was getting violence. So at this point where the video takes place, the daughter of the patient filmed the doctor who came out to talk to her. And that's the part you see in the video. And I'm going to play it and see if you guys can hear it, if it plays. But to me, here, can you hear it?
No. Can't hear shit.
Do you know how many people?
It's a really fascinating story, though. I'm loving it.
Hold on, listen, stop talking.
Are you kidding me? Do you know how many people? I've got
There's Eric.
I'm back.
Ashton, stop talking, guys.
7:45.
Tony said.
And we've already been working on you. We've done a urine. Are you kidding me? Do you know how many people? I've got 7.
We don't hear anything.
At all?
No.
Damn it. Okay, well, hold that thought. I'm gonna send this to you guys, and you let me know. You watch it. Let me know what you thought. But this brought up a thought for me of what's the worst thing you guys have said to a customer or as a customer?
Oh, as a customer?
As a customer or to a customer. And I just sent you the link to this video, so watch it because I want to get your thoughts on it. But go ahead, somebody give me your story.
One time I was bartending and this lady was just like she literally just sat down and was just rotted to me. I'm guessing she was a big time homophobe.
Really?
And then she like threw all this fit about like she was just being a cunt, like just straight up asking cunty questions. She like rolled her eyes when I needed her ID, and I was like, you know what? I was like, you must be so exhausted from rolling your eyes. I was like, I'll let you get that out. I'm gonna go make other people's drinks while you adjust your attitude, okay? I used to say shit like I don't know how I got fired. I threw change at somebody once in a parking lot. Like somebody left me like 85 cents as a tip.
That's just
on, like,
rude.
On like a $70 bill, and they went to go get into their car, and I went out to our patio at the restaurant, and I had a handful of change, and I threw it at their car, and I go, "You forgot your change."
Oh my God, Mariam. Oh man, what about you, Bash? Have you ever said anything? What's the worst thing you said to a customer or as a customer?
I have a very different like service experience.
Yeah.
I couldn't talk back to customers for reasons I won't get into, but mostly it had to do with like a family business. So I never got that ability, but as a customer, when I see people being dicks to people that are just trying to help them out, I will fucking say something.
Oh, like for sure.
There was a Starbucks that was backed up like before everything, and this woman was just going on a total tear at this person. I think like their system fell down, and she was just eviscerating this poor girl, and I was like, hey, you're being a total asshole right now. Like, maybe you should fucking chill about your coffee. There's more important things in the world. And she just like looked at me and was like, okay. And I'm like, thanks for agreeing with me. I'm glad you were able to reach that attitude adjustment.
People suck.
I found that usually when you call people out, they will calm down.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's like, you fucking making a fool of yourself. Let's try to rein it in, you know?
Yeah. What about you, Eric?
So I worked in retail in my 20s, and I worked I worked at Banana Republic for a very long time while in college. And I was a manager, and this woman was like screaming at me because she had her 3 cashmere sweaters I would not take back she wanted cash back and didn't have a receipt or whatever. And so she finally like starts like screaming at me that like she has 3 kids at home who are unable to eat this Christmas because I won't return her thing. Listen, I look at her and she's like in her 60s, and I'm like, I was like, ma'am,
ma'am.
In my head, I'm like, first of all, how the fuck does she have kids? Like, no way biologically is this possible. Number 2, and then I which I said out loud, I was like, if you have kids that can't eat, you shouldn't probably be buying cashmere in the first place.
No.
Stop. And so
you said that?
Yeah, I did. And she like flipped out on me more. And I said, there's nothing I can do. And so she went off to the side. Then another woman came up to me and complained to her about me. And then she complained about like having a dog. And I was like, well, if you don't like it, you can like tell her, but I can't tell anything about like not having a dog in a place. So then they start fighting with each other, and I just sat back and just watched them fight. And I was like, this is great. I love it.
I'm so tired of people bitching about their lives due to kids. Like, I'm sorry, that was your decision. You didn't have to have kids, but if you don't like having kids, don't fucking come crying to me. I'm not going to be your sympathizer.
There she goes. She's getting worked up. She's getting worked up.
No, I'm the same way.
People like think that having kids gives them a free pass at everything.
I also notice in the workplace, and this could be a not popular opinion with people, but people in the workplace use their kids to get a lot of time off, or like, I got to do this. As a gay man, I don't have children. I know some gay men do, but I don't. And I don't get the luxury of using that to get some time off. And I know that's not a popular opinion.
No, you're right, bro. It's like...
I've seen people take advantage of that. That's what I'm saying. The people who take advantage of that in the workplace.
But, no, my thing is, like, go ahead. Yeah, kids. If you have kids, you should get more time off. Fine. But, like, I just want to be treated equal.
Exactly.
And, like,
if my kids are named Tequila and Vodka, nobody should judge me for it. That's what I'm saying.
People take too much stock into like, oh, having kids is like you're benefiting so much to society. It's like, what about me like not increasing pollution and a carbon footprint by having more people? Like, I should get a medal too.
Wow, that was very millennial.
Give me a medal. Thinking, like, having kids is like a duty or a responsibility, or that you are like some amazing, miraculous person. I'm just like, no, somebody just jizzed in you and you made a baby. That's how it works.
Yeah. Is that how it happens? I thought a stork came and dropped off the baby. I'm
just like, because you have a kid doesn't mean you're a champion of the fucking people.
Exactly. Like, I think everybody should just be awarded some kind of dignity and respect and not be treated differently over their life choices when it comes to stuff that doesn't hurt other people. Like, I don't know. It's just annoying.
Yeah. I have a customer story that happened when I was like 18 or 19. I used to work at this photo studio in San Diego that did all of the senior photos for like all the schools. And the front part of the company was all window, right? And I had this bitch of a girl come in who was getting her senior pictures. She had the worst attitude. She was rude as fuck. She was just nasty. And she had come up to the desk, asked me something, was very rude about it. She turned around and walked away. And when she walked away, I was like, motherfucker, making faces, right? As she walked, rolling my eyes and being like, oh, this cunt. And then she, like 5 minutes later, this older woman comes in and she's like, it was her mom. She's like, I've been sitting out on my car and I saw the faces you made. And I didn't appreciate it. And I remember I told her and I said, well, she learned it from somebody and it was obviously you. So I will give you the same faces that I gave your daughter. And I did it right towards her. And then I got fired.
You did?
Yes, because the manager was like, I was like, no, no, this isn't going to be for me. No, I'm done. Thank you.
I'm here for that. I fully support that.
I was like, ugh. When you're rude first, like especially when somebody's being nice to you and trying, and then you're just flat out rude for no reason, that drives me crazy. That drives me absolutely
I'm so
bonkers.
over this, like, the customer is always right and blah, blah.
They're not always right. Fuck that shit. Eric, where'd you go?
Environment for so many people.
Did Eric drop off? Did we lose him?
I'm here.
Okay, you're good.
From beyond.
From beyond. So you guys, you know what it's time for? We haven't done this in a while. So I'm excited for this. It is time for Click of the Week. Yes, you guys. Click of the Week.
Yes.
I'm like, I forgot what I put.
I know. So for people who don't know, Click of the Week is we have a segment where we go through what we are obsessed with. It could be a film, it could be TV show, an Instagram account, a book. It's just something we're obsessed with that we want you guys to go follow them, go check it out because we're obsessed with it. So who has a Click of the Week first? Anybody? Go ahead, Bashi. What's yours?
The Hillcrest San Diego Instagram account.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like a full-fledged perfect meme account, and I love it. It's so funny.
They put a lot of light on this Hillcrest community here in San Diego, which I love. That they just promote everything that's going on. But it's just fun. They put stuff out that just gives you a good chuckle during the day, and I love that. What is the Instagram account again, Bashi? Give it for people so they can go follow.
Hillcrest San Diego, all one word.
There you go. What about you, Eric? Do you have a click this week?
I do. I have one that it just makes me happy and kind of giggle every time I see it, and it's dogs doing drag.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
I love them. It's
dogs doing. Don't talk about Mariam like that. God, come on now.
Oh fuck.
Oh shit.
Their title says, "Do you have the chops to be America's first drag dog superstar?" So
oh my god, I love that. That is so good.
It is one of my favorite Instagram accounts.
Wow. What about you, Miss Mariam T? What's your click this week?
Okay, since we were talking about zodiacs and stuff, there's this cute little zodiac Instagram account that I follow, and I just find their zodiac stuff aesthetically pleasing because it's like all on different cartoon characters and shit, and it's called glossy_zodiac.
Ooh.
And sometimes they be reading me for filth, so I
you? Oh.
No, I just mean like they'll call out the signs for their bullshit, and you're like, oh wow, that's nail on the head.
Yeah.
Glossy Zodiac.
Glossy_Zodiac.
So this week,
and
you guys.
I just like that she I'm assuming it's a girl who makes the account, or some like raging homosexual.
Yeah.
But they just make it so
raging
cute.
Homosexual.
So I love it.
Awesome. I have two this week. I'm going to give a shout out to the #NowTrending app, which we're on, and you guys could live stream us on there. And on the Now Trending app, there's another show that you can watch there called On the Rocks with Alexander, who in a couple weeks is going to be coming on our show to hang out with us and get into all of the pop culture, celebrity gossip. And he's interviewed like Margaret Cho, a bunch of people. That's going to be a really fun episode coming up. And you can watch his show On the Rocks on the Now Trending app, where you can watch us. Do you have one, Robbie?
Oh,
That's my first one. Then I'm going to throw it to Robin, then I'm going to give you my second click.
I also wanted to give a couple shout outs to people that joined us on Facebook or on YouTube Live. So a shout out to Joel Villa, Nexter Quesada,
yay,
Ford Cowgirl 69.
Wait, what? Ford Cow. I like that name.
Yeah, and Charlie, thanks for joining us live on YouTube.
Charlie, yay. So my next click is gonna be this Instagram account from this amazing artist, Tommy Taylor Illustrator is what his Instagram is, and he does versions of Disney characters. Here, let me see if you guys can see.
I'm already interested.
Yeah. So he did like Ariel, and he does the princes. Okay, Prince Eric as a daddy is hot.
Hot.
Yes, and he does like it's so good. You guys got to go follow him. It is.
What's his account?
Let me pull it up again.
Tommy Taylor Illustrated.
Yeah, Tommy.
No, Tom Taylor. Tom Taylor.
Yeah, well, yeah, Tom Taylor Illustrator, and his name's Tommy Taylor is the artist's name. But this reminded me of last week's how we were talking about Hercules. For those people who didn't listen to our last episode, but look, Bashy Eric.
Oh, Tom of Finland.
Yeah,
Yes.
Tom of Finland style. Isn't that
Eric,
cool?
Did you watch Hercules?
I haven't yet.
Do you
No.
wanna watch it?
The
Okay.
fuck?
Let's watch it tonight. Let's watch
Yeah,
it.
you didn't watch it, Eric?
I
No.
watched it.
But yes, go follow Tommy Taylor. And speaking of Tom of Finland, isn't it the 100th birthday, Bashi?
Mm-hmm. Did you watch the movie?
The documentary that was on Hulu about Tom of Finland was amazing.
Did we talk
Amazing.
about that?
I think we briefly covered it, but no, we
haven't
did.
seen it. What
You
is
had it
it?
as a click one week.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
there's a Tom of Finland movie I think on Amazon Prime. It's really good.
It's so
What's
good.
it called?
Tom
Tom
of
of
Finland.
Finland.
Now listen here, you little whippersnapper.
She's not what's it called. But yes, you guys, those are our clicks of the week. I love our click of the week.
Yay,
We got to do that more
interweb.
often. Yeah, I know, right?
Guys, I never put my lashes on live, and this is, I'm having a nervous
I actually
look
like you
fine.
doing your face on the show during the show because we get it
You
from
like it?
beginning. Yeah, I like it. I like watching
Yeah.
you do it, and it keeps you quiet for
Oh.
half of the time, which is nice. But I'm kidding.
Now listen here, buddy.
It looks
actually-
good, Miss Mariam T.
I know. I think you should do drag the whole time next time.
Yeah,
Because
put
that was
yourself
actually
in
kind
face.
of an interesting process to watch
Yeah.
without mindlessly describing what you're doing. That we can all see.
Exactly.
See?
And if
I'm a
anybody
smart
else
person.
out there has a click or something you're obsessed with, leave it in the comments below because we would love to hear about it, chat about it on the show, and all of that
I'd love to
good
be
stuff.
Best about it. Ciao.
Yeah. But you guys, that is our show this week. That was a fun one. So how do people find you, Miss Mariam T? Give them the rundown of your busy schedule today that you have, and how
would
do
go
people
to
find
me
all your
right
shit?
now while I'm trying to do a lash.
I am.
You can join me later this afternoon for Live Wine Club. You got about an hour left to pick up your wine from Inside Out if you want to do Wine Club. You can also join me at bingoqueens.com at 4 p.m.
Yes.
And I will be doing live bingo. Cards are $5 a piece.
It's gonna be fun.
So come help me make money.
Are you doing the mug beat down thing that you do with Glitz
Oh yes,
and
the
Disco?
Moe's Hose Beatdown is every Friday or every Sunday at 5 p.m. This Sunday, and that's on the Urban Moe's Facebook page. This Sunday we are doing horror movie icons.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm doing Tiffany from Bride of Chucky.
Oh, the Jenna. Who played her in the movie?
Jennifer Tilly.
Jennifer Tilly, who I absolutely
Oh,
adore. Yeah,
Chucky.
Jennifer Tilly. Yes. Bashi, how do people find you on Insta and all the social?
I'm at _bash, and that's it.
There you go. And Eric, Mr. Mexican Eric, how do people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at mexi.eric.
And Robbie, how do people find you? Have you even posted anything?
No, which is why nobody's following. But you can follow me on Instagram at RORYCO. And still wait in anticipation for my next post.
There you go. You can follow the podcast at whoinvitedher_podcast on Instagram. We are Who Invited Her ST on Facebook and Twitter. We love hearing from everybody. So send us an email at thegang@whoinvitedher.net. You can follow me at Tony_baloney_macaroni. Go to our website, whoinvitedher.net. We have merchandise on there and a bunch of fun stuff. And this week, the band picked the song that I am obsessed with right now and that everybody needs to go on Spotify and look. It is from Tom Ghost, and it's Dancing in My Room, which is very fitting for being in quarantine. Mariam, your face came out really pretty.
Yeah.
Are we just throw the final wig on, then we can see.
Yeah,
the
put
final
on a
look.
wig. Let's see it with a wig.
With the wig and all this chest hair?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I want to see it with a wig. Throw on a wig.
Hot.
Cover that. Hot. But yes, that's this song I have been obsessed with. It's just like fitting for what we're in right now. So that's what we're gonna leave you with. And while Mariam puts on a wig, I'm curious to see which one she pulls out. I wonder if it's gonna be one of the neon ones or her pastel.
No, I told you.
Which
it's going
one?
to be an Ashley O Bob.
An Ashley O Bob. I want Ashley O to come back and do a whole album. Release another
Me
album.
too.
Come on. Finally, Cyrus, do it.
Okay, I'm coming.
Hurry up. Let's see what you got.
Woman.
Woman.
In the words of
Whoa.
the Rio.
Oh, look at you. Look at you.
You know me, I'm just like one of those regular girls.
It's so cute. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for joining us. And we will be back next week. Bye.
Bye.